Rainy days. Good for baking.
Yeah, I'm so sick of rain I don't even notice it.
know,
But I
too.
bake when it rains, and so I made this up the other day, and I thought it'd be good to share because
So
it's super
everybody
easy.
benefits in the rain at Shannon's house.
Yeah.
When you're baking. Okay, so we're making a cinnamon pear cake. Sounds very good. It smells even better. So tell us what we need to get started. 6 ingredients. That's it.
Yep. And even a husband can go to the grocery store and get it because
No
I sent
way.
mine yesterday.
I don't believe it.
1 butter flavor cake mix, 1 15-ounce can of pears and syrup, 1 egg, 2 egg whites, a half tablespoon of ground cinnamon, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract.
Most of that stuff you
That's
probably
it.
got at home too.
The only reason I
got
made
the
it up.
cinnamon, the eggs.
Yeah, I had all this stuff in my pantry, and that's why it was
Vanilla.
created.
All
so,
right.
And it worked
well,
out.
We'll put it all together when we come back. We're cooking with W. Stick around. Welcome back to sunrise, whatever time of day it is. We're cooking with W. Shannon is here with us today, and we are baking.
We are. It's cake week. We're going to do one today, and we're going to do a crock pot cake on Thursday that's going to be really easy, really good, and really chocolatey. Yay!
I can't wait, of course. Okay, but today we're making something delicious. It's a cinnamon pear cake. A little different.
A little different, but good. I had a
very good.
giant can of pears, and I had to do something with
Yeah,
it.
well,
so.
I haven't tried it, and I'm looking forward to it because I love pears and cinnamon.
Oh, well,
Never thought to
perfect
put
for
them
you.
together. Yeah.
Okay, all you need is, this is our 1 can of pears. We're going to drain it into our bowl that we're going to mix it in.
Okay, so we're going to use the juice.
We're going to use the
Don't get
juice
rid
as
of
our
it.
liquid instead of putting water or something in the cake
okay.
mix.
Give it that extra
that.
peary flavor.
And I'm using my food processor. We're going to chop up the pears, but you don't have to have one of these. Don't let it scare you off.
Okay.
You can chop them by hand, just knife.
Okay.
This is just cleaner and easier.
I love my food processor.
I love mine too. I gave my
Okay,
mom.
Bill.
I gave my mom one, and I was so proud. And she doesn't use it. So all you want to do is
It makes cooking and baking so easy.
just pulse it a few times.
Okay, you don't want to get it.
You don't want
You don't want
applesauce,
puree it.
kind of.
Okay. Pear sauce, not a bad idea though. Never had it. Okay, so you just kind of want it cut up, and like you said, you could do it with a knife if you wanted. Just it kind of looks like the texture of like a crushed pineapple when you get the crushed pineapples in the can.
Almost like a chunky homemade applesauce, but not the real smushy one.
Okay.
So, and you can do them chunkier if you like.
Now, if you do have fresh pears, I don't know, from your farmer's market or if you grow them or whatever, can you use those?
I would probably grate them,
Okay.
and then you could do peel and all.
Okay.
And go ahead and throw them in, but you're going to have to make up for your lack of the juice and probably add a little bit of water.
Okay.
Okay, and here's our cinnamon.
I don't have fresh pears.
I don't either. That's why we're
Canned stuff
using
is easy.
canned.
Yeah.
Our cinnamon. I'll go
Okay.
ahead and throw in our cake mix. This is just a butter flavor. If you have a yellow cake mix, that would work too.
Okay. Whatever kind you have laying around.
I'm trying to keep the bag in. I'm so bad about throwing the bag.
I usually just take the bag out of the box because it's coming out anyway if I'm cooking or baking. Okay.
And I'm just going to give it a little twirl. And here is our vanilla.
All right. It already smells so good. That cinnamon.
It's the cinnamon. This is almost like a fall thing, but it's felt kind of fall because it's so dreary.
Yeah, you're right. It looks like a good rainy day food.
And this is 2 egg whites
Okay.
and then 1 egg.
Okay.
I thought 3 eggs would be too heavy, and so the 2 whites will make it a little lighter and
Okay.
fluffier, and you don't want it too terribly dense. And we're going to use our mixer.
Okay. Makes everything a little bit easier.
Oh, yeah.
Hand mixers, stand mixers. If you wanted to do it by hand, would it be impossible?
You could, but because you have the egg whites in, you really need to get those in good. So I go ahead and use your stand mixer or your hand mixer.
Okay.
I use my stand at home and my hand here.
Yeah. It's a pain to haul.
It's so heavy. I love it. I do. I've had it for a very long time.
And when it just stays on the counter, that makes it pretty easy too. This is even a really pretty color. It looks like a mix between like a chocolate and vanilla. Looks like a really light chocolatey color. It's
Low
really
for a
pretty.
little while and then bump it up to high.
Okay. And it's going to be lumpy because you have that pear in there, so you don't want it to get completely smooth.
And that's about
Just
it.
until everything's all mixed up and incorporated.
And anything you have
So good.
sticky on the side,
Okay.
you can mix in by hand.
Okay.
And just give it a good scrape. Like this. And I'm going to use a tube pan because I don't own a bundt pan. If you own a bundt pan, that is fine. Use your bundt. but make sure you grease it really, really well because you don't want it to stick. And the one I'm using, this comes in 2 pieces, and it makes everything so much easier.
Oh,
so we're going to pour it in.
Is this a good batter to eat? Is it the batter tasty? That's always important to me.
I did taste the batter the other day because I made it up. I was like, well, if the batter doesn't taste good, then it's not going to be good. And it was very tasty batter.
Good.
Very cinnamon. I love cinnamon.
I do too.
It makes me very happy.
And you're right, it kind of has that fall smell to it, but
just kind of that home, just homey.
And those fresh pears kind of remind you of summer, though. Fresh fruits.
Yeah, it just makes your whole house smell good. I usually give it a good tap just to get the air bubbles out. We're going to put this in a preheated 350-degree oven for 55 minutes.
Okay. That was super easy. And when we come back, we're going to try it. I can't wait. New things every day in the kitchen with Shannon. So we're going to try it when we get back after this. I bet this would be good for breakfast too. Looks like it goes well with coffee.
Let's find out if it's good for breakfast.
I ate it for breakfast yesterday. It was delicious.
Why, yes, it is good for breakfast.
Hey,
you know what? It would be good with my coffee.
You don't need ice cream with it. We'll have ice cream on Thursday. The thing is, it's not that sweet. And sometimes it's good to have a cake that's not so overpowering. You're just like, you need the coffee to cut it. And this is more like, it's almost like a bread. You know,
it is almost like a bread.
It's very good.
It's so good though.
I'm not a big sweet eater anyway, so this is good.
I'm not either. Usually if I make something too terribly sweet, it just sits around the house. You know, well, that first initial like, oh, brownies, and then we're like, brownies. And then you get, I know, I never feel like that.
I have to agree. Brownies I could eat pretty much 3 meals a day for a week.
I saw something on the internet yesterday, and it's a brownie pan that's only corners. It's got like this snake.
I've seen that. It goes like
it's a snake.
The corners are so crispy.
Those are the best ones.
I know. Those look so good. I've seen
you don't
that,
like the corner brownie?
Corner
brownie.
I saw that too. You know, they don't have it at Bed Bath & Beyond. I thought they would, and they didn't.
I agree.
It was upsetting.
Hey, Bill, is there football this weekend?
I'll have to check on that.
You can probably make like a powdered sugar glaze for this
too. Just tap it over the top. You want the recipe? Go to www.shanlindell.com.
Crank up the car. Crank up the car. Very good, Shannon. It's actually
It is very good.
Very good.
We'll take a break, come back with more in just a moment. You're watching WCBI News Sunrise.